Hey, what's up guys? It is DJ. Today we've got some new and updated mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total today, I believe we got 23 mods for all platforms, 15 new and 6 updates, PC and Mac, 1 new and 1 update. I think that adds up, I'm not sure. In today's video, we'll take a look at the new ones plus customization, and we review every mod that got an update. Timestamps are linked below if you want to check something out first. Otherwise, let's jump right in. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, we have a new map. This is Castile and Leon, New Horizon. Oh yeah, on this map you'll find many immersive features and details, and you can actually get lost wandering the streets of Castile. I don't know, contemplating its houses, squares, shops, bars, restaurants, pedestrians, traffic, etc. Yeah, there's actually a lot going on over here. Also, if you see it kind of jerky a little bit, I did reset my cache recently, so yeah, things might happen like that, but it does look extremely good. Now, going through here, I'll tell you, we've got some new stuff. We have a total of 62 fields, plots. Some of them are square, and some of them are irregular. Actually, only a few of them are squared off, or at least in the right direction. 28 crops total at your disposal. In addition to the originals, we also have rye and alfalfa, and as a novelty, you could grow and work some new fruit trees. We have apple, orange, cherry, plum, lemon, pomegranate, quince, home, chestnut, almond, and walnut. So there you go. We also got a bunch of stuff like juices and things like that that you can produce through productions on the map. Very cool. They also say it's for livestock. You've got new breeds with new feeds and productions and modified stables. You can also make your own feed with the crops that you work, or you can buy them from the store. Stalls have integrated manure bunker, which is super cool. Speaking of, let's see if we can find ourselves a pen and just kind of see how all that is working. None of those look like animal pens. Have I turned them off? Hang on. All right, so it looks like I have to buy everything, so I'll do that real quick. But just to show you what we get in new farmer mode, we've got farmland number 26 and number 1. Number 1 is going to be where your main farm is, and well, field 1, and these farmland things are so confusing these days. Nonetheless, there you go. You cannot buy the outside of it, but the fields themselves, actually, never mind. They're very overpriced. So after I've gone in here and bought some stuff, now I have everything. You can see we have 3 different animal pens. We're going to start down here on the left-hand side, the sheep pasture Castile and Leon. Through here, just some normal stuff. We got food and water, but that is it through there. Let's see if we could go up right through here. We have the little baby piggies. So this is where we're going to buy them. You can see we have an Iberian pig. There you go. Let's see, where's their food? We've got a really, really big open area here. So food and water through there. We actually need to figure out what that food is. One other thing real quick. I need to go back here. Do we have any extra sheep? No, those look very normal. And then lastly, cattle right up here. Boom. Papa. Let's see what we got. I'm sitting here flying around like an absolute maniac. So we have maybe some different cattle. I'm not quite sure. We're definitely missing some, that's for sure. So we do have some different animals through there. And where is our food? Right over here, it looks like. Nope, that's water. I'm an idiot. Over here. Yeah. See, only 125 liters of food here. So you are going to have to feed them regularly. Jump it over to our animals right here. And of course, we don't have any. Got the animals out now, so we have a base food on the sheep, which is, let's see, diet of pasture grass. So we've got that, and then cattle's pasture grass as well. So it doesn't look like we're going to have to do anything too crazy. However, for our pigs, we can actually change a few things up. We have grain, protein, and root crop. So yes, they have changed a few things up a little bit. Kind of cool. Next, we have a big old machine, the Liebherr LRS 645. This thing is massive. It's mainly used for picking up wood, but you can pick up a few other things as well. We'll talk about that. 362 horsepower, variable transmission, 600 liters of fuel, 15 miles an hour, and it weighs 55.9 tons. Configuration, we have forestry, container, yeah, we'll talk about that. And back in Wilbrands, we have Continental. We've also got Nukin, Trelleborg, Continental. Okay, so we're back through there again. Main color, let's see, we have a fairly standard color palette, but we do have those Liebherr colors. We have the yellow and the orange. I like the Liebherr yellow, so nope, we're going back to that. And then main color with the black, that looks good. And then rim colors, we do have chrome if you guys want to do that too. That's pretty cool. It's the only thing in the pack, so heads up there. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one of these. Turn it on. Sounds good. And let's see what we can do with it, at least with this one. So we have unfold front stabilizers, which kind of lets us sit there. We have open cover. So it just opens up the covers on the side. You know, a feature that didn't have to be there, but is very, very cool. Then, of course, we've got raise and lower, tilt back and forth, and then, let's see, honk. Not a meat porn. Very good, very good. Edit out, and we can lower the front down even more. Do we have spin? We do have spin, and we have grapple. Now, we've also got a strap in there as well. I don't know if you can see right there at the top of your screen, opening and closing that. So we have that. Now, this is also available in a container version too. So when we jump in here, we've now got 2 cranes that can run containers. And this one may even be more more interesting than the other. So we've got the unfold front stabilizers. We'll leave that there. Open the cover. Nope, that's not it. How do we... Oh, so it's not completely set in stone where that would be. So these are going to pick up Hispano-Modding's containers. And if you want to pick up the containers from the Platinum DLC, well, you're going to need the crumple. Oh, there we go. Straps on the bottom of that as well. That's way too easy. Super, super cool machine. Awesome way to run it. Let's see if I can go in first person since that shader cache is down a little bit. Might be a little bit laggy. Yeah, we'll keep you guys from that. But at least in first person, it's not too bad. And we've got another exterior camera. So 3 cameras total. Oh yeah, and real quick, I want to see how high this can go. Because if we can get this super duper high, we may be able to stack things even higher with this. Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's probably 4 containers high, I would say. That's wild. Next up from GL Mods, we have the John Deere 6M 7R, and it's exactly what you think it is. It's got a 6M, and we have a 7R series. Very good looking rims on there. Let's take a look at these. So, is there anything that sets this apart from other things? Well, additional settings, we have some flags on the 6M. We have a door animation on the left-hand side, or the main door. We have the color of the wheels, the glass color, and they've added wheel configurations. So, let's take a look. 130 horsepower, manual plus power shift transmission, 175 liters of fuel. It goes 24 miles an hour. It also weighs 6.5 tons if that matters to you. Engine option, we can bump that from 130 to 140 and back and forth between those, but that is it. We also have wheel brands from Trelleborg. We have Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Bredestein, and Nucky tires. We have a narrow spaced option, which looks absolutely epic. We have a normal narrow. We've got twin wheels, rear twins. We have the interesting twin on the back, a stabilized twin, rear weights, wide tires, regular weights, etc. Glass, of course, we have the average, dark, and back to standard again. Average is even a little bit dark itself. Beacon options, we've got one on the left, one on the right, both of them or neither. We also have the GPS in the middle. But heads up, the holders for the beacons and the GPS are always there. So heads up. Attachments, we have the front weight, and we have a 3-point. That front weight is 600 kilograms, it looks like. So, or at least it weighs 600 kilograms more than the 3-point option. So there is no option to have nothing, unfortunately. Front loader, we have the John Deere front loader or nothing. Rim colors, all of the above. So you can actually do both John Deere colors if you want, but hey, you can change anything else. And then, of course, we have our license plate. Now, I expect to see some very similar things, but maybe a little bit different with the 7R. Let's find out. 300 horsepower. We could go up to 332 and 352, 373, 388, and back down. So all the way up to 388 with that 7R 350. Wheel brands, we've got the Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Bredestein, and Nucky tires. Do we have those wides? Okay, so we got a good look on the back. Twins around, rear twins. We've got a wide tire with weights, which are just absolutely massive, but I don't know where the weight is on the tire. So we've got, okay, so it kind of just disappears as you get further and further out. Was that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. all kinds of stuff through there. That's pretty cool. One thing, we do have US or EU on this, which is nice. 513 liters of fuel. It'll go 31 miles an hour. It's also heavy, 12.4 foot tons. Glass, same thing. And then attachments, we have a front loader option. We've got the 3-point back and forth, so no front weight. Rim colors, we can make those whatever we want. And that's it for our 6M and 7R. Next is something neat. This is the electric skateboard. Didn't expect to see anything like this. From Grubby here, we have a 30 horsepower electric engine on here, CVT transmission, of course, and a 30 kilowatt per hour battery. Also, we have 12 miles per hour. It is limited there, but we can increase if you want. We can do a fuel efficient 60 mile per hour. We'll just go fuel efficient 60 mile per hour. Oh, full effect. Sorry, not fuel efficient. I apologize. We do have a decal on there. It's just going to be a white outline, it looks like, but we're probably going to be able to change that. Yes, we can. We'll do that, and we'll go black for that. Cannot change the wheels, weirdly enough. Let's go and get ourselves one and see what is what. Do we have to turn this on? We have to turn it on. We got a little bit of a noise. Dude is a stone cold killer on the mic. Yay! Brakes are okay. Not the best. Doesn't look like the kickflip button is working. We do have a nice lean, so that's pretty cool. It doesn't look like... it's got a meet me porn, but it's not, like, ridiculous. Trying to think, yeah, there's really not much to this, dude. It's a skateboard. Let's see if we can take it up this little ramp right here. Yay! Yeah, so I think we've got a bike in the game now. I don't think it's a BMX, but we got a bike, motorcycles. Wish there was an ollie button. That would be pretty cool. Yay! It's not bad, dude. Grips really well. It's kind of, yeah. It is what it is. And it is a skateboard at Farming Simulator. You are gonna get this though. Rip. He's looking at him on the ground like, I don't know what I did to deserve this. Let me out! Next up from Servotex Teak Modding and Eduardo Vieira, we have the Jantaker 10,000. Oh yeah, 10,000 liter capacity on here. We bump that up to 13 if we want with two different wood configurations. 2.5 tons, 60 horsepower is required for this, or at least recommended. Wheel brands, we have a Lizard setup, which is going to give us a couple different options through here, but nothing like wild and out there. So that's nice. Trying to see, yeah, nothing crazy. We do have rice wheels, so we've got those. Again, nothing too wild and crazy. Rice wheels number 2. Nothing too wild. BKTs, they look nice. I'm just expecting some just ridiculous wheels. I don't know why. All of them look so good, man. Yeah, they're all very normal. I don't know what I was expecting, but there you go. We got those decals. We got a couple different setups for your decals or decals. We have accessories of a rod, a shovel, or nada, so heads up through there. We also have a cover tarp if you want to do that as well. Let's go with our main color. We do have a bunch of custom reds, but we do have any color that you want. We can also change up the color of the tarp on the top and the border color. Change that up to a red, but unfortunately, no rim colors. Next, we have the ANNABURGER HTS 2279 Multi-Land Plus. Now, before I believe Vertex Design have released something similar to this, but this is a different modder, VBM Modding. They released a version of FarmSim 17 as well as 19. However, this is the FarmSim 22 version. You will need this as a base for whatever you use, so make sure you get the basic chassis on here. We have wheel brands from Trelleborg. We also have Michelin, and well, that's it. We do have a couple different setups, but nothing too outlandish. We'll go with the 404s. Design, we have spoiler normal, spoiler folded up, and well, that's kind of it through there. Main color, we could change this up, which is kind of neat. So we have the ANNABURGER red and black, John Deere green, Kloss green, Fenton green, new and old. So all of those can be changed. We also have rim colors to match. If I can even get down there, there we go. Yes, we have rim colors to match. Very cool. Then we get into these bits. So we have the classic liner. This is just a normal tipper trailer of 26,000 or 33,000 liters. We got a couple different warning setups, unloading mechanics, whether it be a standard or left side. And then we have the main colors to match. That's cool. Then we have a muck spreader. So this is going to be manure, solid fertilizer, or lime. So this may be something interesting to check out, as it does all three. So very cool stuff through there. And then main color, again, we can change that up. And very lastly, we have a tank module. This is for your slurry, digestate, water, water, liquid fertilizer, and herbicide. It is a sprayer as well. So we have liquid manure and digestate, water, and then liquid fertilizer and herbicide. So you have to change which one you want. I don't know if visually it changes anything. No pictures, nothing like that. Holds 18,000 liters, 180 horsepower required. So make sure your tractor's at least, in the medium size. 18 meter spread at 10 miles an hour design. We've got those warning signs, same as before. We have an applicator or applicator with hitch if you guys are doing manure. And then, of course, we have our colors to match. Very nice mod pack. Next, we have a couple slurry tanks, couple more rather, the Briri filled pack from Patrick. So we have a double axle and a triple axle version. And as you can see, the only difference is going to be your tank size. So we'll just go over that first, 20,000 and 26,000 respectively, and we'll do the customization on the larger one. 9.6 tons, 275 horsepower required, and 9 miles an hour. Now, we don't have a working width because it doesn't look like there's actually a sprayer on here. You are going to have to attach something. Totally fine. We have plenty of options. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Midas, BKT, Fetestein, and back in again. Main color on the tanker itself, we have basically all of them. This is going to be your frame down below. Design color, let's see, that's going to be the tank itself. Another design, it's going to be a water tank or something at the very front. And then lastly, of course, we have rim color. So you can actually change this to whatever you want. And as a matter of fact, this is not a terrible color. Oh, those are Amazon colors. Of course they are. Next up, we have the John Deere 100 Plow Chisel. 14 runs. It is a 3.7 meters and 9 miles an hour. It is a plow at the end of the day. And the hitch should pop up right through there whenever you get close to it, which is kind of a neat way to do it. Next is our 2,600 kg weight. This has a blink design, but we can change stuff up. So we have standard, Agco, Kloss, Duisfar, Fendt, John Deere, Valtra, and back in again. Design signs on the sides, yes or no. Lighting, we've got small ones or big ones, and even medium ones, not in that order. Reflector, yellow on the side, yeah, there we go, red or nothing. Fire extinguisher, we've got one of those. One on the left if you want to go that way too. Reflector stripes, back along. We've got those on the side, front, or both. And then attachment type. We can do a couple different attachments there as well. Now, main colors, all of the above. And that's it. Super customizable. Always gotta have some placeables, so let's go over those. We have 6 different mods for placeables today. First is the Feed Mixing Plants XXL. We've got one for cows and one for pig feed. So let's go over here and take a look at those. First, we'll take a look at the cows. We have 1,500 liters of hay, 1,500 silage, 500 straw, and 50 of your mineral feed. That's going to pop out 50 liters, which in my book is correct. Yeah, nice. It doesn't take anything from us. And then our pig feed, we've got potatoes, corn, wheat, and canola. There's only one recipe, and it pops out. I'm not going to do that math, but yeah, it's probably correct. Correct enough. So we'll take that. Does look very good. I like the way it's all kind of set up. It's from DS Power, so of course we've got somebody who knows what they're doing through things like that. Yeah, it's just a mixing place for a little baby piggy feed. Very cool. Oh, and cows. Can't forget about the cows. Now, before we get into this next one, this is from Lancey Boy, and you're probably saying, hey, Lancey Boy is back. Well, he had actually mentioned that he was taking all of the mods that he had finished, finishing them up, making sure they were ready to go, submitting them, and being done with it. This is one of those packs, the American Husbandry pack. It comes with 3 mods. We have the American enclosed monoslope barn, $425,000, daily upkeep $150, and we will hold 125 cattle. Very good looking barn. I mean, it's from Lancey Boy. Of course it looks good. We'll creep around through here because there are a couple little bits and bobs through here that I would like to show you as well, including this door that opens really well. Really, really well. So we've got that, and then of course we've got an area right here for milk too. Super smooth. Then we have another one. This is just a regular cow shed with a pasture. This will hold 200 cows, actually more than the big monoslope will. And if we come through here, Boop, there you go. You can see that. Place for food, water, all that goodies. And then lastly, right over here, we got a place for pigs. Nothing crazy. It is the pig barn small, 50 pigs, which, hey, I'll take that. And then we also have lights in there, which is basically all the way around. There's where you buy your pigs, water, and slurry. One thing about these, you will have to give them water, which is not something you always do, so make sure you pay attention to that part. And yes, we have lots and lots of color choices to choose from on all of these. Another one is Barn with Cowshed. This is from Arcu. We'll pop up here and see 14 head of cattle, and I don't want to say this, but it kind of looks like a bunch of other mods that we already have, just with a different section here or a different section there. Didn't I open that door? I feel like I opened that door. Here we go. Oh. No, not the view I wanted to have when I went in there. Cannot open the door through there, so no worries there, no point. Drive through sheds all the way through, and then all the way up top, looking at this. No doors up there or anything like that, but you can use it if you can get up there. A couple more for you. The first one is the large garage from Michu77. Very, very like smooth and good looking, but we've still got a nice texture here on the side of everything. Inside, a very similar setup here as well. No door there, but it does kind of pop out. It's kind of neat. Like they needed some extra space, so instead they just built a steel frame on the outside of it. Looking good on the inside through here as well. Coming along to the very last little bit at the far, far end. Please open. That's not opening. Maybe that door will open. Why is none of this opening? Because there's no triggers. Well, I guess this last part's just there for show. It's kind of pointless, but all right. Next, we have the radio towers pack, and these are absolutely massive. Here we go. Up. These are quite large. One's definitely a little bit bigger than the other one here. So we have the new radio tower and the rusty radio tower. Pricing as far as the new one, only $67,000, so that's kind of nice. Daily upkeep is $10 per hour, or day rather, and income per hour is $5,500. So should pay for itself pretty quickly, like a day and a half, less than a day and a half. That's kind of nice. And then we have the rusty one, $32,000, income per hour, $2,200. So again, another about day and a half or so, and it'll pay for itself. Very cool. And your last new one for all platforms today is the water tower. It can be found in containers, and the modder's name is Doo-Doo. You want to make a YouTuber giggle? Have a name like that. I love it. Through here, it's really just a water filling point. Jumping over to our updates for all platforms today, and the first one is actually an update. There's a PC only version of this as well, but it's the exact same update. So here we go. Ostseeküste 22, don't know how to say that. Version 1.2, terrain smoothened. All farms can now be rebuilt better, added more details to the villages and the landscape. New field grass, green rye, horse farm Thompson? Yeah, it's totally Thompson. Where manure can be bought and bales sold. We've got new canola straw, added more paintable textures, added HAGA lime by Jensen Pig Farm sewage treatment plant as a manure purchase point. They've added more manure storage as a manure sale as well. Selling manure and Shire is now possible. Added a cow pasture in field 64. Added decoration object to the building menu, and whatever this last one is. Yep, can't read that. They do say multiplayer farm decorations, fences, hedges, things like that can be sold. So heads up there. Also, have fun. There you go. So this is the update for not only the crossplay version, but the PC only version as well. The next update was actually one that came out on Saturday, close to home from Ola Haldor, the map that came out last week. It's already got an update. This is version 1.0.1. Fixed an issue where multiplayer did not work. Fixed missing pixels in an unmarked field next to field 6. This mass jump is no longer leased, but owned when you start. Added a collision for the boot the hose and the bucket, added support for the Pick Your Start Farm mod, and removed a floating tree. We also have a nice update to Ballam dairy farming from FS Landscaping. This version 1.1.2 removed 40 ground textures from the map to enable loading on first generation consoles, that's PS4 and Xbox One. Totally rebuilt the 3 cattle sheds at the main farm in Blender. They have rebuilt the calving shed, farm shop store, and farm shop in Blender. Removed a collision at the pond. Now starting the game with a green feeding wagon. Lag has been greatly reduced at the main farm, and a new save game is required for this, so heads up. Another update that we talked about in Farm Sim News was the American Flatbed pack, version 1.0.1. They've added lights down the side, adjusted the center of gravity to make it more stable, and tweaked the head collisions. Next to last, the log shed and workshop version, well, it says 1, but it's 1.0.1. They've added a workshop variant. And your last update today is one that we talked about in Farm Sim News earlier today, the Planet Pumps and Hoses extension from Castile. This version 1.0.1 removed the dependencies to allow activation on servers again. And your only new one for PC and Mac players today is going to be the Holaras MES 400 and Saphir. We have got with or without grid on here, Holaras or Saphir. Now, does it change the colors? We will have to do that ourselves. Attachment type, we have 3-point wheel loader, and then main colors, we can basically invert these and be just fine. One kind of neat thing that they've done is allowed us to change up the top just a little bit. So if you want to make it match, that's kind of cool. It doesn't just have to be one brand or the other. And lastly today, as I mentioned, the Ostseeküste 22 update is the exact same one as Crossplay, so I don't think I need to go over it twice. Well, guys, that is it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on it if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notification bells. That way you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. Also, make sure you guys go check out Farm Sim News from today. We talked about a few things that maybe you need to know about and maybe some things you're curious about. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys later.